All right, everyone. So we are going to design our own quarantine dream home office. Now, you guys have a lot of flexibility with this problem, so I really want you to try to have fun with it and not worry so much about um, a lot of guides that I give you, more what you guys want to own, create for your own personal space within the parameters of certain requirements. So, to get started, what I recommend you doing is think about the size of the room you want to use. Now, if you take, for example, my classroom, which you guys haven't seen in a while, but maybe as a point of reference. Okay, so that space is roughly 35 feet long by about 25 feet wide. So I'm putting in my dimensions as 25 or 35 feet long, 25 feet wide, and oh, actually I should have did it that the opposite direction. Let's do it. 25 feet, comma 35 feet. Okay, and so that's like the size of my room. Now that'd be a very, very, very large office. Um, so what I might do is I might sublet it up because this is my dream office, and I want my dream office to be huge. So it's important to get the first measurement down because you want it to be a realistic size. So even if you don't do 35 by 25, 10, 15, make sure you are setting the feet properly so that you know what size it is. So maybe 25 feet by 15 feet or something like that. Not much bigger than this because then it's just going to be more work than you're going to want to do. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move your space up. And again, this may look different depending on what you're doing. But I'm going to say 10 feet up is going to be the height for my room. And then what I might do is I may take my eraser tool and knock down that first line there so I could see inside of it. Okay, because I want to be able to actually see in my office. So we'll go with like two sides. Now maybe here too, I also want to have a little sublet here. And this may be my bathroom. And to see my bathroom, maybe I take the roof out. Oops, didn't want to do that. Got to press control here when I push pull up. If I don't press control, it just takes the bottom with me. If I press control, it'll leave that space. Okay, and I could see into my bathroom. And of course, I need a entranceway to my bathroom, so maybe I'll put the entranceway here. And this could be door to my bathroom if I have. But you could have fun with it. Maybe the bathroom, maybe you just have a toilet in the middle of your office. Doesn't matter. It's your quarantine dream office, so whatever you want to do. Maybe I'll put another little door here to go to the outside. Okay. And so once you have the basic shape of your room, I'm sure you're going to want windows in your room somewhere. Maybe it's a bigger window, maybe it's a smaller window. It can be whatever you want it to be, and I got to stress that, guys. Really make it your own and make it cool. And again, this is a no, that's not a style I'm looking for. There we go. So we can see through. Okay, now the really cool part is you can build as much as this as you want. You can start to build different features of it, but I also want you to introduce you guys the new feature, which is called the 3D warehouse, which is really cool, and you guys are really going to like it. So in the 3D warehouse, if I go to my components, and in my components, you see it says 3D warehouse. Well, the 3D warehouse is an online database of SketchUp models that other people created that you can use and bring into your model. So if I say desk and search, it brings me up a bunch of different desks. So this one looks pretty cool. So I'll take this desk and I can bring it into my room. And this is where it's important for you to have set your size and scale in feet. Otherwise, these will come in too big or too small and you'll have to resize them. Now, you can resize these if you want. You wanted to say make this desk a little bit bigger. You can absolutely do that. This works like a regular component. So I can get my rotate tool. Okay, so I select the desk, get my rotate tool, and I can click once, click twice, and I can rotate it to put it in different spots. and then move it back into position wherever I want it, up against the wall, in front of the desks. Now the cool thing is with all these components is you can definitely add to them and change them however you want. So right now, this is a component. You can see there's the bounding box around it. But if I want to change it, I can change it. I can just double click it. And now you'll notice that this component has other components inside of it. So I'll double click again. And now here's just the computer. Here's just the vase. So you could take individual parts of these components out and change them. If you wanted to change the computer color to whatever you want, you could go keep clicking into it. And I'm just keep double clicking because this is made up of groups and components. And once you get to a certain spot, you can change these components however you want, which is pretty cool because then you could use other people's components that are already there, bring them in. You can also bring in components you used in other files, and maybe you didn't want to have that computer there at all. You could also just get rid of it and bring in a desktop computer. And select it and bring the model in. Now, in this case, whoever built this model built a model that was a little bit too big. As you can see, the scale's off, which is why it's important to always know our scale. We can resize this with my scale tool, and in doing so, make it more fitting for our model. So make it a little smaller. And I'll rotate it. And so we're designing our custom desk. But you are going to do the entire workspace. So whatever else you feel like you need in your workspace to be more effective within reason, add to it. There's a list of certain things that I put that you can add inside of the classroom assignment. Make sure you color the walls. If you're going to do a bathroom, that's great. You can insert pictures in different areas. A lot of different things you guys can do. I really want you to have fun with it, so take your time. Don't do too big of a space because then you may wind up there's more things that there's a lot of stuff to actually populate. But you're going to have until the end of the cycle, so you have a week and a half to finish this project. So definitely take your time with it. Come back to it, tweak it, and if you have any questions, let me know. I will be available to kind of troubleshoot and look through these things, but it's definitely something you guys can have a lot of fun with, and hopefully it'll keep you guys occupied since everyone's home in quarantine.